Okay guys, so in this video we're going to talk about various quantum gates, right? So on this video I have the Hadamard gate, I have the barrier gate, I have the X gate or the NOT gate, I have the C0 gate, I have the double C0 gate, and I have the swap gate, and then I have the identity gate. Okay, so the Hadamard gate places a qubit in superposition. The barrier gate separates when you have gates on a circuit like this. It separates um, your gates from one another. Like if you want to organize your gates. Um, then I have the X gate, the NOT gate, and what that does is takes the qubit from the 0 state to the 1 state, going around the X axis, and then you could take it back from the 1 state back to the 0 state, going around the X axis. Then I have the C0 gate. When you add the C0 gate with the Hadamard gate, it places two qubits in an entanglement. It places two qubits in entanglement when you connect the C0 gate with the Hadamard gate. Then I have the double C0 gate. Then I have the swap gate. Swap gate, all that does is if you have a gate here, let's say that you have, well, I'll explain that later. But all you need to know now is that this is the swap gate, and then this is the identity gate. Okay. Over here is the coding. This is how you code the Hadamard gate in the QASM quantum computing language. This is how you code it. This is how you code the barrier gate, depending on what circuit line you want it on. You just change the function here. This is how you code the X gate, XQ1 bracket semicolon. You could change what circuit line you want it on. Right now it's on the Q1 line, but you could change it to the Q2. All you have to do is put 2 here, and it'll go to this line here. You have the C0 gate, which is here, and that's how you code that. That's how you code the C0 gate right here. Then you have the double C0 gate, and that's how you code the double C0 gate. You do CCXQ, and then you just do what you see here, and you place the what circuit lines you want the controls to be on, and then the X gate to be on. Then you have the swap gate, and this is the coding for the swap gate right here. See, swap Q3, Q4. Like I said, you could change that to what circuit you want it to be on. And then I have the identity gate, ID Q4, because it's on the Q4 line, but you could change that and change it to a 1, and then it'll be on the Q1 line. If you wanted it to be on the Q0 line, you could change that to 0, and then it'll be on the Q0 line. So that's how you do that. All right. Let me show you what the X gate is used for. Let me get rid of these other gates. Let me show you some gate. Let me show you the swap gate, what it's used for. Okay, so you got the swap gate, and let's put a X here. Okay, so this is what the swap gate does, right? This is what it does. Now, you have this X gate here, right? It's on the Q0 line. But when you add a swap gate to it, when you have a swap gate here and it's connected to the Q1 line, what that does is it flips and changes this X gate, and it swaps it to the Q1 line when you add the swap gate. So instead of it being on the Q0 line, when you add this swap gate after this X gate, it swaps it to the Q1 line. And how do you know that? Look at this right here. Let me get rid of this X gate for a second. Okay, look down here. Look down here. You see the X gate is on the Q0 line, right? So that means that this qubit is in the 1 state, right? It goes from the 0 to 1 state when you add an X gate. So you see right here on that first line, there's a 1. Why? Because on that first number in the number series here is the Q0 line. Now watch when I add the swap gate, and watch it change to where this X gate is on the Q1 line. But you see right here is on that first number. 1 is on the first number right here. All right, so let me change that. Watch it change, see? Instead of it being on the 1 being on that first line in the number series, it's on the second line. I mean, it's on the second number, the number 1. So now this S gate is not on the Q0 line when you add the swap. Now it's on the Q1 line, and you can see it right here. So that's the end of this video. Hope you learned something, and that's it.